Here I am once again on YouTube looking dusty as hell. But that don't change the content and the value that y'all about to get. Whew. All right, so hello, welcome back, welcome, what it do. Today is January it's January the 6th, currently 12:20 a.m. The previous day was January the 5th, a Monday. A Wednesday, I'm sorry. So it's currently Thursday, January the 6th, 2022. First video of the year. Happy New Year. Yeah, so first and foremost, I want to apologize for my energy, y'all. I not too long ago just woke up from my nap, like 11:30 p.m. and ate my dinner, and now I'm doing these videos. And yes, I will be recording 2 videos with this exact same feng shui. I don't know, but yes, like I said, it's 12:21 a.m. I'm tired. I've had a productive day. Like, I'm ready to go to bed. I'm ready to take a shower. I was going to do this video and then the second video after I took a shower and did my hair so it can look like I didn't do it back to back. But I ain't got time for that. Like, I have to do stuff when I feel like it. But I've been pretty inspired lately to just come on YouTube and be myself. Like, I've been feeling, I feel like I've been making these videos and I've been trying to like fit in with the YouTube mode and like be proper and prim, but like that ain't what I came here for. Like, I want to show y'all the true me while also giving y'all value. But the whole point of this channel, honestly, is to basically create a paper trail, which it wouldn't be a literal paper trail. It'd be like my online paper trail of me just basically creating myself, building myself to be the person that I want to be fully. So as you may have noticed, or you haven't noticed, the whole point of this channel is about Mastermind M, is the creation of me stepping into Mastermind M and who that is. And that's kind of the persona I want to take on a couple years from now when I become a life coach. But I don't want to just like wake up one day and apply or try to get my credentials to be a life coach. I want to show people, okay, I've been working on this. This is what I did to improve my life. This is why I feel like I'm qualified to help people with their life, so forth, so forth. So that's what I'm doing with YouTube. These videos really are for me for the most part. I mean, if I had to give it a percentage, I would say there's 60% for me, so I can go back and watch them in the future, and have the paper trail like I just said, and like 40% to inspire and like show people what I'm really doing, so they can not give me my credentials but social proof, basically. So with all that being said, it's the first video of the year. I got a couple different ideas, but this first one, I want to let y'all know about some takeaways I've taken from the current book that I'm reading. I talked on this book before, and I touched on the topic of what I'm about to talk on before, but I'm going to go into more detail today. Let me grab the book. I'll be right back. All right, so I think I showed y'all this before, but the current book I'm reading is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is where I'm at, so about halfway through. It's been taking me a while because I have not been consistent with my reading, but there's 2 things in this book that I have read and been practicing so far that I want to share with y'all because I think it's super powerful. Like, if I would have never been doing those things, it wouldn't have contributed to me manifesting the life that I want. Granted, I have not manifested it yet, but it's like allowing me to manifest, if that makes sense. So number 1, it's the first thing I came across this in this book that I start practicing, which is a desire statement. I'm sorry, my mind went blank. My mind went blank for a second. But it is what he calls a desire statement. So I feel like I already read this. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick just to kind of give you an idea of what exactly that is. All right, so for the desire statement, here in the book I have these 6 bullets circled, and it is the step-by-step process of how to do that desire statement. And I'm going to read each one because I feel like maybe you don't want to purchase the book, maybe you don't want to read the book, but you want to do the same thing I'm doing and practice this method because it is powerful. But basically, it says the method by which desire for riches can be transmuted into its financial equivalent consists of 6 definite practical steps. I think I'm going to flip the camera around and show y'all as I'm reading, so you don't have to like sit here and watch me and listen to me. All right, so number 1, fix your mind I'm already messing up. Fixing your mind the exact amount of money you desire is not sufficient merely to say I want plenty of money, but definite as to the amount. There is a psychological reason for definiteness. Wow, I can't read today, which will be described in the subsequent chapter. Number 2, determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. There is no such reality as something for nothing. Number 3, establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. Number 4, create a definite plan for carrying out your desires and begin at once, whether you are ready or not, to put the plan into action. Number 5, write out a clear, concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire. Name the time limit for its acquisition. State what you intend to give in return for the money and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. And number 6, read your written statement aloud twice daily, once just before retiring at night and once after rising in the morning. As you read, see, and feel and believe in yourself already. Wow, I just totally fucked that sentence up. Let's try that again. As you read, see, and feel and believe yourself already in possession of the money. Boom. All right, so like I said, I'm tired, y'all. So just ignore all the glitches I'm having. But I did those exact steps. The only thing I can say I'm not consistent with is reading my statement aloud twice daily. I read it once daily, but I need to improve on that. But I do like imagine it and see myself in it. That's all a part of like manifesting and the law of attraction. What you put into the universe, it comes back to you. So forth, so forth. So I am in the mood to be a little bit transparent and share my desire statement with y'all. This is very, very, very personal. I usually do not share goals like this because it's so personal and it's so specific. And a lot of people, you know, sometimes you got people praying on your downfall. Sometimes you got people waiting to see you fall. You got some people like sending bad energy away and stuff like that. But number 1, I have to remind myself, like, as I currently make these videos, ain't nobody watching them. Like, the most views I get is like 10. And that's okay. But basically, so just recall the 1 through 6 steps, and I'm going to read to you from top to bottom my desire statement, and then you can kind of see how I follow each step. So I start off talking about the amount of money and when I want it by. So mine is, and I've shared this with y'all before, but I have updated it since, and I didn't go into detail as much. But I will acquire $150,000 by July 2022. What? July 2022. I'll reach $65,000 by April 15th for drop shipping. Then I'll reach $80,000 within Q2, which is April through June, for Blossom Skin, which is my skincare line, but y'all should know that by now. I will allow about $60,000 for student loan debt. I will live off of only $2,000 monthly until my move, and I will save $15,000 for my move to Atlanta, which will be July, August, which is why I said by July. I would give $15,000 to my family, and that's divided up between my brother, mom, and dad. I was gonna give like both of them $5K, but we gonna see. I would do this by seeing a monthly income of at least 10,000 with drop shipping and a quarterly income of at least 80,000 with Blossom Skin. So I broke it up into monthly and quarterly because I have two different businesses, so I have to set goals for both of them. Social Sales Lab will allow this as it teaches me winning ad strategies, so I constantly run ads to these stores. So I haven't really talked about Social Sales Labs that much. I'll get into that later, but it's basically a Facebook ad like mastering class that I recently just signed up for and began taking this week. And at the bottom, I just put one statement: I will have a 400,000 year in 2022. So that is how, number one, how you do a desire statement. Number two, my desire statement. And I am to read this daily to remind myself of these goals so I can make sure I'm doing something little by little to work towards this. Because if I just write this down and put it in my freaking notebook, I'm gonna forget about it. Next thing you know, freaking 6 months gonna be went by and I'm gonna forget my goals because I haven't been doing small steps to get towards that goal. All right, so as for the second part of this video, so part one was the desire statement. Part two is going to be the definite chief aim statement. So just briefly, I'm going to read a part of the book that I highlighted. It's just like one sentence to give you an idea of what the definite chief aim statement is. So it's like literally in the middle of like a passage, but it says, this is why you are asked to write out a statement of your major purpose or definite chief aim. Commit to it memory and repeat it in audible words day after day until these vibrations of sound have reached your subconscious mind. So very similar to the desire statement, write it, say it aloud every day, kind of train your mind to believe it. So what I did, as you just heard, basically the definite chief aim statement is your major purpose, or your major life purpose. So I have this thing where I have my big three. I call it my big three, which is 3 ultimate goals or 3 ultimate things out of life that I want to be known for, I want to go down in history for. And I have my 5 big life goals. So what I did, I took my big 3 and incorporated it into my definite chief aim statement, and I'm going to read that for you right now. So my chief aim statement is, as a mental health advocate, personal development coach, and dropshipping expert, number 1, I will make enough money to become financially free. Number 2, I will help thousands of people change their lives for the better. And number 3, I will create a legendary family dynamic that continues on for generations. So I'll be able to do those 3 things whilst however you say it, being a mental health advocate, personal development coach / life coach, or dropshipping expert. But that's for it to play out in the future. The whole point is to kind of identify those intentions and then work towards it. And then just briefly to wrap up, just to let y'all know, my main 5 life goals: number 1, to become debt free, pay off my student loans, so forth. Number 2, have a debt free family. So that includes paying off my mama mortgage, paying off my brother's last little student loans, and any debts my dad may have. I don't think he have any. Number 3, retiring my daddy. He's like in his 60s. He still works to this day. I want to stop that. Number 4, build my dream home. I want to build it from scratch, 5 acres, all that. And number 5, travel the world. So, like I said, first part was the desire statement. That's basically completely career-wise, because the whole point of the desire statement is to accumulate the riches monetarily that you want. And you do that through a career. Part 2, chief aim statement. I'm sorry, I hear my rabbits in there being mischievous, so I'm gonna have to go intervene. But basically, part 2, definite chief aim statement, basically your major purpose in life. And I just kind of threw in a bonus for y'all to let y'all have some insight on my major 5 life goals. So that wraps this video up. I hope somebody got inspired to do the same. Even if you have these goals already in your mind, I hope this kind of inspired you to write it down and say it out loud and kind of train your mind to really believe that it can happen so that it will happen. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.